Hello everyone, this is Razorflame Kun, and today we're going to be playing Nintendo Puzzle Collection Panel de Pon, which is a Japanese exclusive GameCube game. With me today is FFR Pro 21. Ooh. Hello. Hey, FFR, you might have to disconnect and reconnect because I can't hear you. Oh. Anyway. You there?
Can everybody hear me?
Yep. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to introduce yourself.
Sorry for the tech issues. Sorry for the tech issues. So yeah, I'm at Pro 21. I run, the Pound Upon series of games, like this one that Razor is about to run.
Yeah. And he's going to be my commentator. We're going to be doing easy to very hard, which is we're going to do all 5 difficulties. I'm just going to say right now that 230. I put my estimate higher than I normally do because I haven't run this category in a while. So I just wanted to be on the safe side and provide a safe estimate. That also means that if I actually do good, that we could go up to 30 minutes under estimate. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this started. The way this category works is we go through easy, normal, hard, S hard, and V hard in that order. Each difficulty gets progressively harder, and the strategies will change. But we'll go ahead and get this started. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, well, here we go. So, Pound Upon for the GameCube. Actually part of the Nintendo Puzzle Collection that was released exclusively in Japan. The other 2 games on here are Dr. Mario and Yoshi's Cookie. You won't have to worry about those other 2. We're only going to worry about Pound Upon. So basic, controls and mechanics of the game. So yeah, you use the A or B buttons to swap blocks around. You also have you also have the D-pad, or if you're using a GameCube controller, you can use the control stick to move your cursor around the screen. And you also have the L and R blocks to be able to raise the stack and get more blocks. So, basically, in order to clear blocks from the screen here, you have to clear 3 or more of the same color, either in a horizontal or vertical line. And when you do that, the blocks will pop clear from the screen, and then the blocks, any blocks that are on top will drop. Now, of course, there's simply more to just clearing blocks. You can also make combos. So a combo in this game is where you clear more than three blocks at the same time. So yeah, when you make a combo, you send garbage blocks, and garbage blocks add to your opponent's stack, as you've probably seen already. That little garbage block that went over there just now. So, the bigger the combo that you make, the bigger the combo garbage block is made, and eventually, as combos get bigger, you actually end up sending more garbage blocks. But of course, also in versus mode, it takes more than just combos to also beat your opponent. You can also do chains in this game. So you already see Razor have done, a bunch of chains already. So a chain happens when you make it clear, and then the blocks clear. Excuse me. And then the blocks that fall from above it, that also make a clear, is called a chain. And so you can basically do chains, like you see Razor doing here, like that nice 10 combo. So basically, the general process of chains is blocks clear, blocks fall, that create another clear, and then it just repeats until the chain is resolved. And chains, they actually send thick garbage blocks. Man, these huge combos Razor is doing is really nice. So yeah, basically the general idea is make a bunch of combos, make a bunch of chains, send a whole bunch of garbage blocks to your opponent, basically top them off, and eventually defeat them. So another mechanic that's actually in this game is called stop time. So when your stack is at the top of the screen, you have so long before the game tries to push the stack up above the top of the screen. And once you run out of stop time and the game tries to, push the stack up above the screen, that is, well, when you lose. Now, of course, in versus mode, you actually have quite a bit of time before to make a move, find a clear, and whatnot, before the game, basically puts you in the dust. And also, just like that, we are done easy mode. So, easy mode only has 9 stages in this. Normal mode has 13, and hard, hard, VHard all have 15 stages. So yeah, going back to what I was talking about with stop time. If you make combos and chains, you can actually gain bonus stop time to give yourself even more time to find matches and lower the stack, what you gotta do to survive. Also, when blocks are clearing from the screen, the stop timer does not actually go down. It actually pauses while blocks are clearing. But also, while blocks are clearing, you cannot actually raise the stack. So yeah, as you see right there, so while any blocks are clearing, Razorflame is not able to raise the stack. There are other games in the Pound Upon Puzzle League series where you can actually change a setting to allow you to raise the stack while blocks are clearing, and that is called Exploding Lift. This game doesn't have it, but basically Exploding Lift is where you're able to raise the stack while blocks are clearing, which basically allows you to, chain as long as you please. Nice little 5 chain there from Razor. So, you can also see that when garbage blocks fall onto a player's stack, it shakes the screen a little bit. And while the screen is shaking from the garbage blocks that have fallen onto your stack, the stop timer actually also pauses during that time. So if you actually want to kind of minimize, screen shake, you would actually send smaller garbage blocks, because the bigger chain blocks. So like if that huge 7-chain combo block were just, if the opponent were to keep lowering it and lowering it, it would shake the screen a lot. And basically, as long as the screen is shaking, stop timer is not going down. But for right now, we are only on normal difficulty, so the AI is still not that fast. Also, you see how that 4 combo block kind of separated from, sort of the rest of the garbage. In the later levels, we're actually gonna try to sort of exploit the AI a little bit in the harder difficulties. Easier difficulties don't really have to do it so much, because they're generally, pretty slow, and, they're gonna easily run out of time. Just from, taking too long to find matches and whatnot. But yeah, already up to stage 6 on normal difficulty. This run is actually going, pretty good so far. So, you're of course hoping that Razor keeps this up. A little unfortunate clear there, but I mean that is certainly gonna happen a lot. Especially when we get into the higher difficulties. It's very, very, very hard to go a whole run, especially a run like this where you're just not gonna get walled somewhere. There we go. She's down in 39 seconds. Actually, speaking of the in-game timer, this game is particularly weird with the in-game timer. So the game actually runs at a normal 60 frames per second, like a lot of console games are nowadays. But however, the in-game timer, 1 second in-game actually lasts for 70 frames instead of 60. Not really particularly sure why Nintendo Japan decided to have it that way. But yeah. It kind of also means that, you can seemingly run off, stages, that are particularly quick if you get really good. You can run off, 6s and 7s if you get really good. Right.
Yeah, really quick, I want to mention that the 7th stage has a fairy that likes to say "screw you" a lot.
So yeah, he's referring to the sort of the mermaid fairy. Can't actually remember the names offhand. Let me.
Nathia, I believe it is. Yes, Nathia.
Yeah, pretty sure that's it. Let me actually get some splits over here. So I can actually have the names up. So yeah, starting on normal difficulty, after stage 9, you can actually select what character you want to play as. Generally, most players when they run this game, they just pick lip because cursor's already on lip. So if you want to save the frames, just pick lip. But as you can see here, Razor going with Kane. A nice lag chain off of there. Ooh, into the 9 combo. So yeah, lag chains in this game. So basically, a lag chain sort of just speeds up the process of just the general blocks clear, blocks fall, and then fallen blocks create another clear. Basically, if you can get multiple chains going sort of at the same time, where blocks kind of fall at different times, then you can sort of make chains a little bit quicker like that, sort of like what just happened right there. Yeah, sometimes even if you are able to swag out, the opponent just doesn't care. They're just gonna clear garbage anyways, because that's just the brutal nature of the game sometimes. Yo, Thanatos goes down. We have one stage left for normal difficulty, or we will be headed on to hard. Yeah, another lag chain there, very nice. Oh, this looks pretty good, the shake time. Okay. So there we go. Normal difficulty is down.
Alright, there's one important thing I need to mention about this difficulty. I cannot die at all in this difficulty.
Yes, so another weird thing about this game is on hard difficulty, right here, if you reset or lose any fights prior to stage 15, you will not actually be able to play stage 15. You will actually have to be able to, you'll have to reset from the very beginning and try again. Now, thankfully, that only applies to hard difficulty. It does not apply to S-hard or V-hard. So, thankfully, once you get past, hard mode, dying and even resetting sometimes, isn't going to be that big of a deal, but here we kind of have to be a little careful, not to lose. Ooh, just didn't quite send enough there. Ah. Oh, she's getting distracted. She doesn't know what to do. Didn't have an immediate answer for the garbage. She goes down. So yeah, this game actually has a very similar engine to that of Pokemon Puzzle League. Basically, there was a prototype of this game made for the actual N64, but for whatever reason, the original N64 Japanese version was cancelled, but was later picked up and made for the GameCube. Of course, only out in Japan. So yeah, the AI, is, very similar to that of Pokemon Puzzle League. However, it is a little bit harder to try to exploit, and that's just because the way the game handles the garbage blocks is a little bit different. Ooh, nice 11 combo. That was pretty sweet. The way the game handles garbage blocks in this game compared to PPL is a little bit different. So in Pokemon Puzzle League, when you start a chain with a combo of 4 or more blocks, that opening combo will actually wait for you, the player, to finish chaining. And then, after you finish chaining, then the garbage will actually wait for the opponent to stop chaining and clearing blocks before it will fall on top of the opponent's stack. And generally, when you start a chain with a combo, any other combos that you make during the chain, they will actually fall. Some of them will generally fall before the big chain block, which is why the double four combo strategy in Pokemon Puzzle League is fairly easy and, well, the most consistent strategy that we have that even makes a speed run of these kinds of games even viable. But however, in this game, if you start a chain with a combo, the game does not actually wait for the initial combo garbage block to wait for you to stop chaining. So you actually saw right there, 2 4 combos garbage blocks fell on the opponent's screen, even though Razor was still chaining. So starting a chain with a combo in this game, the initial combo garbage block only waits for your opponent to stop clearing and chaining. It doesn't wait for you to stop chaining or clearing. So because of that little change, it actually makes doing the double 4 combo strategy quite a bit tougher to pull off. Nonetheless, it is still possible. You are stage 12. You're almost out of hard mode. And getting some really nice chains and combos in there. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to mention. So in this game, any combos that are made during the chain, all all the combo garbage block will fall. All the combo garbage blocks will fall after the big chain block. And unlike other games like Tetris Attack and Pound the Pond for the Super Nintendo, where they will sort of group the same size garbage blocks together. In this game, the combo blocks will actually fall in the order that you made the combos in. Oh no, that's gonna be a force kill. Very nice. Oh, so you saw how the 4 combo block kind of separated from the rest of the garbage, and then the AI tried to clear it but wasn't able to. That is the strategy that Razor is going to be going for. Now, the reason that we do the 2 4 combo blocks is that if you do a bunch of 4 combos and you let that garbage fall, the first 4 combo garbage block will always fall on the left side of the screen first, and then after that it will alternate between right side for the second one, and then we'll go back and forth between left side, right side, and so on and so forth. So the idea of the double 4 strategy is that we want 2 4 combo blocks, 1 on each side of the opponent's screen. So if the opponent's low on blocks on either the left side or right side, we want to get that 1 4 combo block to fall way down low on the screen, so in such a way so that when the opponent tries to clear it, they try to clear the garbage block, and if they're not able to, they generally just lose. That's the thing we're actually going to talk about, is sort of the general idea as to how this AI works. So the AI will always try to clear the lowest garbage block first. So you can see there. Yep, there we go. So hard mode is done. So we've made it through hard mode without losing or resetting once. So now from here on out, if we lose or if we have to reset because the fight's gonna go on for a real long time, it's not gonna be that big of a deal, because we will still be able to get to stage 15 regardless. So yes, I was going back about the AI. So yeah, they will try to clear the lowest combo garbage block first, and then if they are able to, then they'll try to scan, see if they can find any other matches, and sometimes that can lead to some higher clears and whatnot, because this AI does scan from can scan from the top down and usually from left to right. Oh, that looked good. Didn't set enough. So yeah, Razorflame actually got a pretty good setup there, but unfortunately, Pure just had that one horizontal clear to sort of clear out that one separated combo garbage block. And yeah, that's just that's another boon nature of the game is, you can get, a very, very ideal setup for a quick kill, and then sometimes it just doesn't happen because, RNG just decided that, well, it's not gonna play out in your favor this time. There's one 4 combo, there's another 4 combo. Now, in Pokemon Puzzle League, doing the double 4 combo strategy is actually quite a lot easier, because you can start the chain with a 4 combo, and then thanks to the garbage mechanics being a little more friendlier in Pokemon Puzzle League than this game, you can get another 4 combo at some point during your chain. The only thing is, the second 4 combo cannot be the last link in the chain, otherwise that second 4 combo will end up being above the chain garbage block, and when you try to do the strategy, you kind of don't really want that. Yeah, because garbage block mechanics are a little bit different in this game. You gotta start with 2 4 combos first before you begin chaining. Also, you may have saw there, even while Razorflame was clearing and chaining away, the garbage blocks that Rhea sent over to him just sort of fell. Not particularly why. Not sure why that happens. Sometimes that can happen in PPL, where even though you're clearing blocks and chain do whatnot, just additional garbage falls. Ray, I did have second tier. She didn't need it. Oh, she doesn't have an immediate answer for this garbage. Still doesn't have an immediate answer. That's a... Alright, that's good. Rhea was going for the reds, but the one red block was way off to the right side, and just nowhere near enough time to get to that. So, ooh, Sophia tried to pull a fast one on Razor, but thankfully Razor was able to find his 2 4 combos in time. So yeah, VHard, of course, as the difficulty gets higher, and as we get into later stages, AI does get pretty quick. So as you can see here, they can keep clearing, keep chaining off of the garbage. Oh boy, she might run out of time. Okay, good. So yeah, VHard opponents can, they're quick enough that they can definitely, they can definitely keep clearing and playing for quite a while, but they are also slow enough that they can just run out of time. And this looks good. No, don't lower the higher one. Oh boy, that's unfortunate. Razor just sent a couple more lines of garbage. That would have been it. So yeah, when you do the double 4 combo strat, generally what is supposed to happen is that the AI, sort of concentrates on the lower garbage, lower 4 combo garbage first. Tries to clear it, and then if it's not able to clear it, it just essentially tries to look for moves and doesn't, and eventually loses. But sometimes and just like in Pokemon Puzzle League as well, sometimes this AI is a little slow on changing priorities on what their next move is. So there's times where you can you can time your double 4 combo attack very well, and they can lower the higher 4 combo garbage block, or they can kind of lower both of them at the same time. And sometimes the AI just doesn't behave. It kind of leaves you wondering what you could have done a little different. Here we are. Thea is just chaining and clearing. Just got over to those blues. So this is a situation right here where if a player really wanted to, he could restart the stage and, well, obviously not now, because he won. But if you were in a situation where you kind of had a very good idea that this stage is not really going to end soon, you could reset and try again. Ooh, that looks good if he sent enough. Oh, yes. Yes, that is the quick kill strategy right there. That is what you want to see. When you go for the double 4 combo strat, you want the opponent to chain a lot of their blocks away. Or even just like they're really low on blocks on one side of the screen. Because if you can time that attack correctly when they're really low on blocks on one side of the screen, then you can basically get them to think that that they're out of moves when they really aren't. So that's kind of the cheese, as you can say, that we're trying to go for. Alright, so Razor wasn't particularly happy with that lion fight, so he's reset, he's gonna try again. We actually raised the stack. Oh, doesn't have an immediate answer. No, don't lower. Oh, I lowered the higher one. That's very unfortunate. So yeah. Because this is GameCube AI, they are quite a bit harder to exploit. The double 4 combo. You know, at least, you know, that's kind of what I've seen. To think having, you know, ran both Pokemon Puzzle League and this game quite a bit, that the success rate for a double 4 combo strategy seems to be a lot lower in this than Pokemon Puzzle League. Line did have second tier, but didn't need it. Really kind of wasted a lot of time there to find that clear. So if you're wondering what I mean by sort of second tier, basically what I mean is that, you know, there's regular blocks sort of in between garbage blocks. You know, sort of on like a second level. You know, this game, just like in Pokemon Puzzle League, the AI doesn't always see second and third tier clears, so it's pretty random in that sense. You know, sometimes, you know, there could be a second tier clear that, you know, they can either just not see at all, or they see it when their cursor sort of like, you know, over the area that the clear is. Or there'll be other times where the AI just immediately goes for it. But again, it's very random of whether or not they see it or not. Ooh, Lion got a little confused with the purples. Got caught going the wrong way with them. So he is out of time. A little rough, you know, 2:36 on the timer, you know. It's a pretty long fight, but you know, sometimes, you know, long fights are just gonna happen. Kick chop, just got the clear there. Oh, Razor. I think I'm pretty sure Razor reset there because he knew that he just didn't have enough garbage sent over for that potential force kill there. So that would have, you know, he saw that would have resulted in him raising the stack and clearing all the garbage. Razor could have had another quick kill there. He just once again said enough. It's very important in this game that your initial attack, you know, is enough to top off the opponent. Because otherwise, if your initial attack isn't strong enough, then you can struggle quite a lot. Oh, okay, come. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about right here. You gotta make sure that they're topped off, and then after your initial attack tops them off, you gotta try to keep on them to make sure that they stay topped off, because, you know, obviously they can clear, they can do all sorts of stuff to you know, clear, to, you know, keep going, lower the stack. Oh, just got to those blues. Chop's got a down stack. Okay, no, got to that one. Okay, there we go. Cake Chop is down. There we go. Oh wow, we're going 3-4 combos. Oh, this might work out. Oh, that actually looked very, very promising. Joker had a really high stack. It was actually quite far out of position. Well, that actually had a pretty good chance for a really fast fight, but nonetheless, it was not to be, and we're gonna try again. Ooh, oh, got to that. But you have enough time to lure. No, you don't have an immediate answer, Joker. Oh, but no, he did. So yeah, once again, another really good chance that could have worked, but it didn't. And also, you kind of saw right there, you know, Razorflame kind of didn't keep him topped off. You know, sometimes, you know, just keeping the opponent topped off with garbage can result, you know, can make the difference between the fight continuing and the fight finishing and moving on to the next stage. Razorflame might consider resetting and trying this one again. So yeah, Joker is just able to raise the stack now. Okay, well, Razor did have a fairly decent chain setup, but he is going to try again. Second 4 combo. Both 4 combos were cleared. Initial chain wasn't pretty good. No. Backup still wasn't quite enough. Yeah, this is the struggle that can happen. You know, like I said before, it's very hard to go through an entire run like this without just you know, just hitting a brick wall somewhere. You know, especially when we get to VHard. You know, it's like almost impossible to, you know, just get a run where you just aren't gonna hit some sort of a wall somewhere. Like even in Pokemon Puzzle League as hard, where, you know, the strategy is a lot easier to pull off. You know, even the best runs just hit some sort of a wall somewhere where you just kind of get a little stuck. And Joker was actually pinned down. Actually, would have been pinned down if Razorflame just kind of cut his chain a little bit earlier, but Joker allowed Joker to raise the stack in now. Continuing to clear. And also, like, on HTMM for this game, you know, it can be a little tough, sort of, to determine, you know, whether or not you should reset or not, because, you know, we're kind of at the point where, you know, they're quick enough that they can you know, go for a long time, but they're slow enough that if they kind of get out of position, distracted and whatnot, they can just run out of time. You know, this difficulty is what I like to call the void. Ooh, there we go. Joker finally down after a few tries, but we got there. We got there. Moving on. So yeah, this difficulty, and also the same with VHard Puzzle League. You know, the puzzle community kind of, we call this the void because, you know, it's kind of like, you know, that threshold between, you know, hard, you know, sort of the mid difficulty and the hardest difficulty. Because the first half kind of plays a lot like hard mode, and then the second half kind of plays a lot like, you know, VHard in this game, which would be hard in Puzzle League. So, you know, sort of that little void, you know, that little, you know, kind of tweener difficulty. You know, it kind of makes a run like this tough, because, you know, you kind of have to go for sort of different strategies in the first half compared to the second half. So yeah, we are trying Thanatos again. Interesting thing about sort of the spelling of Thanatos, just, you know, sort of a just general small thing. In this game, they use the spelling of Sanatos, spelled Sanatos. In the original Pan game for the Super Famicom, if you were actually to use a play on the English patch of that game, where everything is translated into English, you'll actually notice that you actually find out that the original Pan game actually uses both spellings of Thanatos. You know, it uses the one in this game, which is Sanatos, but it also uses the other one, which is Thanatos. So just, you know, just a general, you know, detail difference, I guess, between both games. Here we are, Thanatos, chaining off the garbage. Now, Razorflame can actually consider keeping this going. You know, Thanatos gets this sort of a bad block pattern, so it clears out a lot of blocks, can run themselves out of moves and essentially force kill themselves. Oh, he is clearing some blocks. He is running low on blocks. Ooh, oh, the purple's lined up. And Santos. Oh, he's not clearing the garbage, but oh, he is now. And all that combo garbage, yeah. Yeah, Razorflame knew that all that combo garbage was going to turn into regular blocks, and that would basically been a really, really long fight if you were to drag that one out.
God.
Nice little light chain there. Ooh, wow, quick reset there. Obviously sensing that Thanatos was gonna get to that garbage right away. Ooh, 7 combo. Generally on higher difficulties, you do not want to start with a 7 combo. Because it kind of actually defeats sort of the whole purpose of getting a garbage block to separate from the rest of the garbage. Because as you saw there, 7 combo garbage block sends a full line, 1 complete row of garbage block there that spans the entire width of the screen.
Oh my God,
So, you know,
Santos.
that sort of combo garbage block, that'll never separate from the rest of the garbage like we want it to. So that is why we like 4 combos so much. Ooh, 4 and a 5. I mean, well, you know what? It is separated. Stick at the separation still, but just isn't sending enough. Just just really can't stress enough. You gotta gotta make a good chain with combos. You know, it's also really important that in your chain you wanna throw combos into your chain, 'cause that adds a lot more volume to your attack. Okay. Oh, no, have the greens there. Okay, oh. Didn't downstack the reds. I was really hoping. Oh, wait, is he gonna go second tier? Oh, he did go second tier, but was too slow, thankfully. Thank goodness that this was hard. You know, if we were on VHard difficulty, with AI would have been a lot faster. They would have definitely gotten to that. And that would have made us look very sad. Wasn't too happy with that effort on Cordelia. Or actually, I think it's Corderia in this game. Yeah, another sort of weird little detail. The original Pound the Pond game, this character that Razorflame is fighting against is Cordelia. But for whatever reason in this game, they changed her name from Cordelia to Corderia. Not particularly sure why they did that, but Nintendo Japan did that. Corderia, not to be confused with the Oh, that's good. Oh no! Oh, please run out of time. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness for that. Because Corneria actually would have had 3 yellows lined up so at the bottom there. That could have dragged out that fight, but once again, thank goodness, this is only S hard, not B hard. Alright, so here we are. So this is Zilba. So at this point now, you're not actually able to no longer pick what character you want to choose as. Yeah, stage 14 here. You actually get to play as both. I believe Lip in this game is actually named Pearl. So you get to play as both Pearl and Kane. And you get to face off against Zilba. Who, by the way, as you can kind of see there with animations, is, you know, basically your dark Pearl of this game. You know, kind of similar to that of, you know, how in Zelda 2 and Ocarina of Time you have, you know, Dark Link. Dark Link, of course, the final boss in Zelda 2, but in Ocarina of Time, Dark Link is actually a mini boss in the Water Temple. Ooh, nice light chains there. Love to see that. So yeah, stage 14 for HTMM VHard, the last stage that you can reset as many times as you want on before we get to stage 15. Here we are, Zelda. Oh, gonna chain some more. Gonna waste some more blocks. Okay, eventually got to that clear. Okay, well, Zilba's gonna have a lot of boxes to play with. This could potentially be a reset. Then again, Razor could choose to direct this out. If he so wanted to. Okay, no, never mind. He is chosen to reset. And yeah, I guess, since this is sort of a Halloween themed marathon, sort of spooky. Oh, well, you saw it for a little bit there. But yeah, there's a little pumpkin sort of in the background on the opponent's side. So a little Halloween themed right there for you. Oh, is it looking run out of time? Okay, good. Struggling to find an answer for the garbage and eventually ran out of time. Alright, so here we go, stage 15, so this time, if we were to lose or reset, we will actually go back to stage 14 and have to try Zilba again. So, although this, oh dude, that is a beautiful quick kill right there. Like, That is textbook. Like, that is one where you want to take a picture of it, frame it, put it on your bedroom wall, cherish it for the rest of your puzzle lives. Well, here we go, guys. It is time for VHard, the hardest difficulty in this game. So yeah, basically this is it's gonna be more of the same. We're gonna be trying to go for the double 4 strategy here. Except now these opponents are way faster. Although one of the nice things about the AI getting faster is that they have a more likelihood to make a big chain at the beginning and use up a lot of their blocks. And if you sort of time your garbage correctly, where ooh, actually, hold on, this might be good. Oh, don't. No, that's unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. Fink was lowering the left one, and then got its priorities mixed up, started lowering the right one. Actually, still got the right one to separate from the rest of the garbage, but Fink was just able to clear everything anyways. Even though the 4 combos were split. Oh, this might work. Oh.
Nope.
No, I thought Fink was far enough out of position that she would have ran out of time, but just not the case. Fink immediately cleared one. Oh, but she's gonna chain. Oh, Razor just didn't send enough. Few more lines of garbage, that would have been a crush kill. Because Think did not have an answer for that right 4 combo block. Start with a 7 combo. Apparently not preferred what you want. Okay, Think is working. No. Still not topped off. And she's gonna have a lot of blocks to clear. Oh no. And Fink takes Razor down. You know, thankfully, I mean, it's just the first stage. So, you know, not that big of a deal, but still, you hate to see it happen. So, I guess while we are on the last difficulty here, I do actually want to take the opportunity to plug the Pokemon Puzzle League speedrun tournament that is actually currently going on. So yes, we do have a tournament going on for Puzzle League. We're almost finished with the tournament. There are only currently 5 players remaining in the tournament, where we are, we are into the HTMM stages, or I guess the HTMM rounds of the tournament. So if you really like puzzles, you like speedrunning, go ahead and follow twitch.tv/puzzlegeneral, as that is where we have been live streaming all the matches of the Pokemon Puzzle League tournaments. If you guys wanna, please go and give Puzzle General a follow. We also do have a Puzzle General Discord. If you go to bit.ly/puzzlegeneral, you can join the Puzzle General Discord. We definitely invite any and all puzzle game lovers to join us. We are fans of a wide variety of puzzle games. Not just Pound the Pond, Puzzle League. We have Tetris. We have Puyo Puyo. And we got, Wario's Woods. Yoshi's Cookie. So on and so forth. If you can name a puzzle game, then you can join the Discord. Ooh, 4 into a 7. Sometimes, if you start with a 4 combo block, that 4 combo block can't actually, like right there, that 1 4 combo could have worked, but it's not gonna work if the opponent is able to raise their stack. Razor struggling to top Cecil off. Cecil just keeping a low stack the whole time. Here, take 2. Or struggling to find a chain somewhere. Cecil's ignoring the garbage so far. Oh, she got that clear. Oh, no. She probably would have gotten to that anyways, thanks to the all the shake that the big combo garbage block made. So yeah, this is where the speed run gets pretty tough. Yes. Wow. We have time. Well, there is still time left in the run. We'll go on to speedrun.com and we'll mention the current world record for Easy 2 VHard for this game here.
Is Siuga with a 55-19, I believe.
Well, 5509, but it is bytes.
I actually am a former world record. I am a former world record holder for this category. Until all the big guns came, then I'm not. Like I'm not even joking. when I finished my speed run, Loginer, I believe is his name. He was the #1, and I beat him by like 16 minutes. And then Cards, FFR, and Siuga all came in lower to by another 30 minutes. Or, actually, no, like 37 minutes. Or something like that.
Yeah. We have definitely did our best to lower the time for that category.
Yeah, and then Siuga, former world record holder of the category I'm playing right now, or the this difficulty, also is a former world record holder for the just this solo category, and then Cards took it back a couple of months ago. Cards being Cards of the Heart, who is extremely well-known runner of Puzzle League games.
Yeah. Current VHard world record, of course, as mentioned by Cards of the Heart, 16 minutes and 26 seconds. So yeah, definitely over the course of this year, the times for this game have definitely have come down quite a bit. Not just in this game, but in general for the entire Puzzle League series. Those world records, they're getting pretty tough to try to beat and optimize. Of course, this is a very RNG heavy game, so you can definitely get a really, really good run of this, but you will never be able to get a perfect run. It will never be an absolutely perfect run. Unless, of course, you just get like extremely lucky and, hit the 1 in a billion chance that you have getting a perfect run. But that will never happen. Here we are. So actually got to those blues in time. A little surprised. Yeah, we are still going. Razorflame actually doing a pretty nice job sort of mixing in shock garbage blocks in with the regular garbage to try to disrupt the flow of the AI. Unfortunately, just wasn't quite to be. But yeah, that is a pretty good strategy. If after a while, after a while you do start to get shock panel blocks, which are the great exclamation mark blocks. Oh, okay, there we go. Cecil finally went down. So yes, after enough stack raising, you eventually get shock panel blocks, and doing a combo of 3 shock blocks does send shock block garbage to your opponent. And because that is a different color from the regular garbage. Oh, drop it! Oh, and just not enough. Had Rhea pinned down twice, but just just couldn't send enough. So yeah, shock block garbage does not actually clear with the regular colored garbage because it is a different color. So as you saw Razor with the last stage there, he mixed in, you know, regular garbage with shock block garbage to make it very, very hard for the opponents to, you know, clear it all, but, you know, the opponent was still able to clear it. Oh no, if Razor just dropped... Razor dropped his garbage. You know, as soon as he possibly could have actually ran Rhea out of time, but since Rhea was not topped off, she had lots of time to get basically the farthest 4 combo clear that she could have possibly went for. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, well, she still got clear with the yellows. Okay, okay. Ooh, yep, that's all gonna turn into regular blocks. Gonna have lots of ammo now. Oh, actually got the 6 combo block to separate, but she just cleared it right away. So yeah, sometimes, you know, when you're a couple minutes into the fight, if you send combo garbage blocks, and then, you know, and just, you know, during the right time of, you know, the combo garbage combo garbage queue, sorry. Sometimes you can actually get the double 4 combo strategy again, and then that can also work. Like here, got it again, and it worked. So yeah, when you have long fights like that, you can, you know, you can send 4 combos with chains to see if you can, you know, hope to get the double 4 strategy again. Risky though, cause oh, this looks beautiful. This has to work. Oh yes. There we go. That is what you love to see, everybody. So yeah, Sophia, you know, still had fairly decent amount of blocks. You know, she wasn't out of moves, but because the AI, you know, couldn't find a clear for that 4 combo garbage block on the left side there, it tricked the AI into thinking that they were out of moves when they really weren't. And that is the cheese that we go for.
One line too short.
Yeah. Probably didn't make too much of a difference if Razor did send one more line. The Shake Time would have allowed Rins to get that clear. As I mentioned before, Shake Time does not you know, Oh, hold up. Hold up. Oh my goodness. That was a clutch 4-chain backup. That could not have been timed any better. So clutch. That was a clutch quick kill by Razor there. Nathia's chaining a lot. She does have a down stack. Thought Nathia was going to keep lowering that right side, but decided to lower the left side a little bit so that that Coma Guard would not separate. You know, you just hate to see the AI actually, you know, play the game correctly sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna try again. 4 into 5. Yeah, that is... yeah, that would have had no chance of separating. So yeah, this game is a lot of fun. Like for casually playing, this is a lot of fun. You know, speed running the game, you know, that, you know, could be a different story, but I mean, if you enjoy playing the game, you know, why not give it a try? You know, we definitely encourage, you know, casual gamers and new gamers alike that are fans of this game to, you know, give this a try. You know, even, you know, it doesn't have to be this game. You know, it could be other games in the series. You know, we got, of course, the original Super Famicom game. Of course, have Tetris Attack. We have Pokemon Puzzle League on the N64. Puzzle Challenge for the Game Boy Color. You know, there is also you know, Puzzle League coupled with Dr. Mario on the Game Boy Advance. We, of course, have Planet Puzzle League on the DS. Though, you know, DS you're probably gonna have to play emulator because, you know, DS capture cards of any kind tend to be, you know, not expensive, but a little hard to find nowadays. Or if you kind of want a sort of a new twist on Puzzle League and Pound Upon, you can actually play a game called Flip On. Oh, I hope you said enough. Oh, come on. Oh, that was enough, too. I think that was enough. That might have been one line short. I'm not even sure. But yes, you can actually play a game called Flip On. Just, you know, a brand new twist on the Pound Upon series. You can actually get Flip On Steam and on the Nintendo Switch. I think Flip On is about, I think, $5 on the Switch. I think it's about the same on Steam. I'm not too sure. But yeah, absolutely go, you know, try Flip On out if you like Pound Upon. Very fun game. They did recently release version 1.3 of Flip-On for the Nintendo Switch. I believe Steam version is up to version 1.3.1, I believe. Yeah. Swapping the light blue back and forth. So yeah, just another little silly thing about the AI. Some certain block patterns when they're waiting for the garbage to clear, they can just kind of go in this sort of like little infinite loop of swapping panels back and forth. You know, of course, the loop only lasts until the garbage finishes clearing. Oh boy, could have had Nathia there.
Yeah, I'm really struggling right now. But I don't think it's gonna affect anything down the road.
You know, this speedrun, it's a tough speedrun. You know, very RNG heavy. Ooh. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
I think at this point I'm going to just go and do the fight normally, because it's been quite a while on this same fight. Not recommended, but I kind of want to give people a variety now. So I'll show you an intense fight now.
Yeah, you know, this speedrun it's a tough speedrun. You know, tons of RNG. You know, most of it usually is just beyond your control.
There we go.
And ran out of time. Very nice.
Yeah.
So Nathia is down. We have 8 opponents left. And then we're done with the run.
Starting with a 5. Oh well. Didn't have good... oh god, just barely got that.
Nice. That can still separate from the rest of the garbage. Oh, that almost worked. Oh, this can still work. No, the yellows! She didn't mess up the yellows. No. Oh yeah, Solid does have second tier. Probably not gonna need it, but yeah, she's not gonna need it. Although she is starting up another chain, this could be... Oh wow, she could have easily extended it, but decided to just purposely screw it up. That's another thing I've seemed to have noticed in this game, comparatively to Pokemon Puzzle League, is that this AI tends to be a lot more reluctant at making big chains and really using up all of their panels. The AI in Pokemon Puzzle League, they like to open up with a really big chain and, you know, really use up all of their panels. And so, you know, when we see that, that's really good for us speedrunners, because, you know, we can kind of catch them with no panels and, you know, running out of moves just simply because they just emptied their entire fields. Ooh, just missed time to double 4 there. That 7 column just kind of got in the way there. She's ignoring it for now. Well, now she's not. And once again, low on blocks, but oh, just nowhere near enough. Salad stack just so low. No, I mean, when you see a low stack like that, you know, that actually can be good. Because, you know, if they get a bad block pattern and have to use up a lot of blocks, then, you know, if you've sent enough garbage, then you can just win. Force kill them that way, but
God.
Obviously the first thing you gotta do is, you know, send enough garbage, and that's another loss. So unfortunately we have to try again. Another interesting thing about this game, comparatively to Pokemon Puzzle League, when you reset a stage in Pokemon Puzzle League, it does not count as a continue. But for whatever reason, in this game, it does count. And that is a beautiful quick kill right there. So yeah, there's just sort of a, you know, few subtle things that kind of, I don't know, make this game a little unique compared to other games. It's like Razor was struggling to find 4 combos, so he's gonna try again, hope for a slightly friendlier board. I think this board was a little more friendlier this time. Oh! That wasn't enough, but that was actually very unfortunate. Line just happened to have purples all lined up.
And this is where the opponent's cursor speed gets so much that you can't cheese them anymore. Well, I mean, you can't run them out of time anymore very easily at all.
Yeah, this AI at this point is now very, very fast. They can pretty much more or less make anything.
Yeah, starting around this point, you can get fights that can last a very, very long time. Cards had a fight against the witches that lasted 23 minutes. Or something like that. It was ridiculously long. And that's just one fight.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how long it was, but I know it was over 20 minutes. For sure. Which is crazy because the VHard wall record is about 4 minutes shorter than that, and it goes through all 15 stages. Oh, that could be good if well, Well, not good now, because Razor lost. But yeah, one line short. That would have been a crush kill. Would have gotten strat. Okay, little pause in there. Okay, sometimes, just gotta take a breather. Ooh, unlucky there. Lion leveling the 4 combos out and putting them both at the same time. Okay, no. Found an answer there. Lion's got quite a lot of blocks now. And he is going to reset and, of course, try again. Okay, starting off with 3 4 combos this time. Oh wow, got this clear on the side somehow.
Yeah, it's the RNG. That's the scary thing about this run.
Yeah, there is a lot of RNG in this, but RNG. I mean, if you're not topping off the opponent, RNG kind of more or less doesn't really matter.
Also, where did those chains go? Or combos go? I could have sworn I did at least 2 4s and they just disappeared. Okay, that 9 combo.
Nice 9 combo. Okay. I could have continued to chain, but decided not to. I like how Lion was just hovering over the greens. You just need to swap him for a chain. Just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
In my practice, there were plenty of times where I actually had to fight them normally, and most of them I was able to kill within 3 minutes. On this difficulty, playing normally.
Which is not that bad, considering that, as we mentioned before, fights can go on for a long time. I actually got the double 4 off. Cleared 1. And got the other.
Yeah, at this point, I think I can safely go and just go for a marathon and hope I win, because I'm getting tired of resetting again. This is a much bigger gamble than my previous attempt at this. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and get it, but I don't know what the timer's at actually.
Well, I'm not watching the stream right now, but it's somewhere less than 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Actually, oh, come on. Why did I drop that? Also, where those chains went. 143, then I sell 45 minutes. So no rush.
Well, not yet anyways. We still do have lots of time.
And we still have my biggest nemesis in this game coming up in 5 stages.
Oh, that could be good. Is that enough?
Nope. Found the reds.
Yeah, that's a one more line. Well, actually a few more lines, but Lion actually raced all the way to the top for that one. And that is why you just gotta keep on the opponents, because you never know, they could get a bad block pattern, and if you keep setting them girds, you keep topping them off, all of a sudden, you know, one more line turns into a force kill, and you know that could be the difference between, you know, moving on to the next stage and potentially being, you know, a little tilted because you just missed your opportunity. Mine did not let the purples chain. Clearing the garbage. Ooh, that was a bad block pattern for Lion. Oh, played the yellows perfectly. How dare he? Boy, you just hate to see the AI, you know, play to win the game. Like, hello, Lion? You play to lose the game. You don't play to just play it. Fine. Well, got a lot of blocks. Couldn't really change even with all those blocks. Gonna instead use them to just keep clearing garbage. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah, now all those are gonna change to regular panels. More EMO for Lion. You know, I did mention that, you know, you can send 4 combos to try to get, you know, a double 4 combo strategy, you know, later in the fight. And, you know, it is risky because, you know, if it does get cleared, that's just more blocks for the opponent to drag out the fight. Oh, this is good though. Yes, there we go, finally. Lion is down. 6 stages left. So yeah, generally, I mean, this is what I do if I don't get the quick kill strategy and I just let the fight play out. Is I generally what I do is I just do raw chains of at least, you know, a bunch of 4 or 5 chains, but with no combos. You know, and the reason I do that is, you know, if the opponent gets, you know, sort of like a bad block pattern has to clear a lot. Only doing just raw chains with no combos means that it's going to be very hard for the opponent to be able to get more blocks from clearing garbage. They'll have to work harder to sort of keep the fight going. So that means that, any unnecessary clear that they do, or any, like, clears that don't clear garbage that they have to do, it's potentially detrimental for the opponent.
Oh, yes!
And, he doesn't have an answer. No, don't get the purples. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, 5 left. We are up to the Joker. And thankfully in this game there's only one Joker that we have to deck. Not like your traditional playing cards where there's 2 of them. Whoa, okay, I was gonna say, what was Joker doing there? But no, he found the clear. Oh, drop it, that could be good. Oh no, just played the blues perfectly. No, I hate to see that. Ooh. Oh, that's a bad block pattern for Joker. Oh my goodness. Dude, we got bailed out. Yeah, Joker just, terrible block pattern for him. And, terrible block patterns for the opponent means that is good for us.
Oh!
Mento's chaining a lot. Oh, got the immediate clear on the 1. Oh, just got there.
Yeah, I've noticed that these opponents actually can immediate clear like nobody's business on this difficulty.
Yeah, Thanatos just had that clear all set up for him. Just immediately went for it.
Immediately there again. Although I didn't send enough for that to even work.
Yeah, that wasn't as immediate as last time, but that was fairly quick. That's just because his AI is really fast now.
Fun fact, this is the opponent that lost me 10.5 minutes in my PB.
Wow. So yeah, lots of potential times save for Razor.
Yeah, this fight took me, I think, 8.5 minutes in game time to beat. I went from a -3 minute to a +7 or something, and but I still managed to make back all that time in the last 4 fights because I got near perfect. I got near perfect manips on all 4 of the last fights, except Corderia. 7. I had to go with it. He's gonna go. Oh.
Hasn't cleared it yet.
Just cleared it. Yeah, so sometimes 1-4 combo works, but it's a lot harder to make it work with 1 than 2. Like, a lot harder.
Yeah, with only 1-4 combo, you have to hope that their stack is low on the left side, and the left side only. Because...
Well, there's quick chain. Buddy's got to clear already.
Yeah, let the stack. Raise the stack.
And
There's
yep.
the one.
And just over.
Yeah. Played the
Oh,
reds perfectly.
this game. Another fun fact, I actually retired from running this game until about a week and a half ago. And then I just decided to run it again. I mainly retired because I was getting really frustrated with this game. Like, really frustrated, to the point where I was not liking this game as much as I did when I first started. But now, I'm actually ambivalent towards it. I've learned to accept the bad that this game provides. And I've actually realized that I love this game. Because soundtrack is amazing. The design is amazing. It's just a really good game. That's a shame that we didn't get it in the West.
Oh no, the second tier. Actually, Thanatos still has second tier. Oh, we cleared it out now. Actually has a double 4 strategy on second tier.
Yeah, that's why I tend to throw in random 4 combos. But I got him, even though he had a greens there. He didn't see the greens.
The AI is not going to see those greens.
Which is good, because now we're on to Cordelia, who also gave me a fairly difficult time in my PB. It took me 3.5 minutes to defeat this fight. So I was a little bit misremembering my PB. I did lose. Last fight took 7 minutes. This fight took 3.5. But I was still in the green after both fights. I just lost most of my time. At this point is where even if they get bad block patterns, I would assume that it's almost impossible for you to actually still win, even from bad block patterns, because of how fast they move. Like, this opponent, next opponent especially, if you don't get the minute on the next opponent, the fight is going to take forever. Like, no 2 questions about it.
Well, could last forever, but...
Yeah, but if that...
might not.
Yeah. By the way, I've actually been adopting, just for you speaking, I've actually adopted some of your strats already, where I'm stopped doing as many 4 combos and I'm starting to try and do more chains. But I still want to throw a few 4 combos in every once in a while, so it's like a hybrid of your strategy with my strategy.
Those 4 combos are in a good spot. No, one got cleared.
That one's gonna clear the rest there, which is unfortunate, but I think this should still be fine. Unless she goes up there. She did go up there, but only for a second. I'm not going to reset yet because this fight is still has a chance of me winning.
Well, not so much now.
Yeah, not so much.
Oh, she is chaining. Hold up. She's using blocks. No.
No, she's still using blocks. It's just that the other thing I found is interspersing 7 combos in between long chains also sometimes works as well. But you can just see the cursor speed is insane in this fight. And it just keeps on getting faster and faster and faster. Okay, that works. But this is one of the fights that I don't like doing. The one I hate doing now is the next fight. Zilba. That fight has killed 1 showcase attempt and caused me to go an hour over estimate in another marathon run. And I'm not even kidding when I say that.
Area still going. No chain in. No immediate answer for the garbage. Oh, okay. Well, she did find one.
Got her.
Yeah, she's no second tier.
And no first.
And yeah, bad block pattern. No more moves.
Yep. So that's good. This is the so if I win this fight, the bad part about running very hard is if I win this fight and I go against the witches, I only have one chance to get the I only have one chance to get the manip, and if I don't get it, it could be a very long fight. Like a very long fight. But this is for redemption.
Chaining a lot. This could be really good.
Raise one line.
Yeah, that's a one line short.
I seem to get that a lot. Although it's gone down since I've been practicing for the speedrun. I practiced, I want to say, about 20 hours this past week for this run. And I've gotten better at the manips, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm not really feeling like it. I've actually ran this with an incentive to not do any manips at all in the entire run. And I actually got a minute off my world record doing that. Because I still had world record at the time. But I got like a 133.
No, the yellows.
And the green. He dropped and then the green.
Oh. Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, that looked promising, but just no bueno.
Nope, he got another clear there. Which is going to go into another clear, which is going to go into another clear, which is going to go into another clear, which is going to go into possibly another clear. No, oh, this is good. Drop.
Yellows. Oh, wait, no, hold on. That raised. No, blues.
Did he raise? I didn't see him raise.
He like raised the one pixel that the game was short, so sometimes that can... Sometimes when it's just like a pixel short of completing a full row, it just ends up finishing the row. It almost actually worked out for Razor, but sadly just...
And then I couldn't see bad block pattern for me, and I died. That's fine. It's just, this fight is ridiculous. And I hope I don't, I'm not gonna let myself get rattled by this fight. Although, starting off really bad, I had a bunch of 4s there, and I didn't do any of them. Yeah, I'm gonna reset immediately, because I just messed that up. That was a really good board, too. This one, not so much.
Two stages left. You're almost done, everybody.
That's not gonna be enough. Don't have enough garbage.
Yeah,
She's gonna raise and clear.
More blocks.
Yeah.
Did not raise the stack enough.
If that was like 3 lines I was missing. Yeah, the main problem that makes me fail the manips now is not sending enough garbage. And not seeing easy chains. He's still chaining, so I might still have a chance to get... no, not even close to enough garbage. He's just gonna raise and then clear, I think. No, I'm just gonna die. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to breathe, and then I'm gonna... So, just one sec.
Alright, here we go. back, Race. Yep, there's the clear. No, just never enough. Go. Wow. Oh, if you drop it, that's good. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's still good. Oh yeah, that was plenty good. All right, here we go. Last stage. So time will be as soon as the witches go down. Razor sent enough, that actually would have been an auto win. So that 4 combo block on the left side actually fell all the way down to the bottom of the screen. So it's very rare for that to happen, but it obviously can happen because you just saw it. So another difference between Pokemon Puzzle League and this game. When a combo garbage block falls all the way to the bottom of the screen like that, in Pokemon Puzzle League, the AI actually ignores it and continues playing. You will actually down stack the other side and try to find other clears. However, in this game, if that same situation were to happen, the AI in this game does not actually know what to do in that situation, so it will continue to scan to try to look for moves to clear it, and it will not be able to. So yeah, if Razor had sense enough, that would have been auto win, but unfortunately, that was just not the case. We are still trucking along here. Yeah, everybody, place your bets. Place your bets as to see how long this fight could go. Well, judging by all those blocks that we're just gonna get, this could be a long one. Well, witches are chaining. Well, all right. Well, they're gonna start chaining again. And yeah, no, that still not enough, but Razor is building up another chain. 7, 8 chain. 9, 10. Okay, 10 chain. That is a very solid chain. That should keep the witches topped off for a while Razor builds up more garbage. Well, witches are kind of being jerks, only doing one link at a time, trying to build up the stack. blocks. Like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of blocks now for the witches. Well, didn't quite mess up the blues. If they actually ended up messing up the blues, they actually could have lost, because witches did not actually have a second tier clear. They're gonna cut the chain there. Got a lot of garbage built up there. So Razor and we know that the witches are going to be topped off for quite a while. Oh boy. Okay, witches struggled to find an answer there. Well, they did find one. We're now up to 4:30 on the timer. Ooh, careful, Razor. Okay. Which is, well, they were getting a little low on blocks. Oh, had a bit of a double 4 combo off. Ugh. Okay, will the witches have second tier? No, they will not. Oh, well, the blues. Yeah, blues were just set up perfectly for them. At this point, we're kind of hoping for a bad block pattern pretty soon for the witches. Well. Ooh, cleared a lot there. Nope, still plenty enough. Fight continues, and oh yeah. Yeah, the witches now have tons and tons of blocks. This is basically where you could pretty much say that this fight's gonna take easily another few minutes. Like, most likely. Okay, witches are chaining a little bit. They wasted a few blocks. They're wasting more blocks. Wow. Razorflame having to go second tier, had nothing at the bottom. That was very fortunate for Razor. Have that second tier clear. But the witches got second tier now. They will not need it. Once again, witches, they got a lot of blocks. And we are about to get up to 7 minutes in-game time. Okay, yeah. Razor was a little short on stop time there, but he is alright. He is alright. Oh, Razor's got... Okay, ooh, got to that one. Went quite a ways for that one, but got there. Just still having a ton of blocks. Razor's got second tier. Ooh, got the chain very nicely there. That was pretty cool. And, oh no, the witch is going second tier. That is just mean. Oh, he's got the double 4 off. That could work. Oh no, but that's a one more line. Oh,
Time.
Run could have been over
Time.
right there. Oh, witches were out of stop time, and that is it.
Okay. What's the final time there? I'm guessing around 2:05, 2:10, somewhere around there.
Yeah. I don't have the stream up, but probably looked like about around 2:20.
2:13:29. That's fine. Especially with a bunch of fights in VHard going really badly for me. That still.
It's underestimate, so that's all right.
I'm glad I didn't go with the two. I'll even have went with my my normal estimate is 2:05, so I'm glad I didn't go with that. 2:30 is I think is a good estimate for this now. Last thoughts that I have on this is need to practice for the double 4 more. Need to practice the chains afterwards. But other than that, got some really lucky chains there. Anyways, while we're talking, I'm just gonna go ahead and So this is a final cutscene. You saw me reset past it a couple of times. The reason why is because it's not included in the timing. So you normally just reset as soon as you finish the witch's fight on the previous 2 difficulties, so that you don't. Because otherwise, if you don't reset, it costs you a minute and a half, around 2 minutes. Anyways, the witches end up turning really small, and then frog. I've never actually played this on the English patch, so I don't really know what this cutscene is about, but I think it's about them getting just shrunk really small and then pleading for help and then getting eaten. That's my guess.
I think they are actually that small. But
Oh.
they just get eaten by a frog.
Hmm.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just really funny. But yeah, and then you get this like true cutscene or true ending credits music, like really upbeat credit music, as opposed to the regular credit music. I think this is different, right?
Yeah, this is the best ending.
Yeah. So yeah, the previous. So I guess the previous 2 endings with them are not. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, thanks for having me. Thanks Sepfar Pro for commentating.
No worries, Razor. GG is on your run.
And I don't know who's next, but whoever's next, to have good run, and we'll see you later.